The airport lights were too bright, almost accusing, as Elena Brooks stood beneath the departure board. Rain streaked the windows, and the smell of fuel and stale coffee hung in the air. Her suitcase rested beside her like a witness to a decision she didn't fully understand yet. The screen flashed again, cancelled. Elena had traveled all her life, but this moment felt different, heavier. She approached the airline counter, forcing her voice to stay calm. The agent asked for her booking code. Elena reached for her phone and froze. It was gone. Taken during the argument outside, the agent typed her name instead and paused. "This ticket was cancelled by the purchaser," they said gently. The words landed like a locked door. Elena stepped back, heart pounding. Her wallet held only a few folded bills. Her bank access was tied to passwords she couldn't reach. After a painful divorce and months of rebuilding, this was the last place she expected to be: alone, stuck, and suddenly powerless. She leaned against a cold pillar, watching the crowd move past her as if she were invisible. Laughter rolled by, shoes clicked. No one noticed the quiet panic rising in her chest. She whispered a prayer she hadn't planned to say. "Please don't let me disappear." A shadow crossed the floor. Elena Brooks, a calm voice said. She looked up at a man dressed simply but deliberately. His presence was steady, not invasive. He didn't look at her with pity. He looked at her like someone who still mattered. "My name is Julian Cross," he said, offering a card. She recognized the name from articles about private philanthropy, someone powerful but rarely visible. "I saw what happened," Julian said quietly. "Your ticket was cancelled by your family." Elena stiffened, but he didn't push. Instead, he spoke carefully, as if guarding her dignity. "In return, I'll make sure you're safe and that you get home." She hesitated. Offers like that usually came with invisible chains. Sensing her fear, Julian added, "Clear boundaries. Written. No pressure." Elena thought about control disguised as care, about silence disguised as safety. Then she nodded once. They left the terminal together. Not toward luxury, but toward clarity. Over the next day, Elena learned the truth. Julian's business partner was trying to remove him by spreading quiet doubt. Stability mattered more than honesty to the people watching. Julian needed calm. Elena needed protection. They worked as allies, not characters in a lie. Elena noticed details others missed. She caught a contract change meant to trigger chaos. She documented everything. Each choice steadied her breathing. When false stories appeared online, Elena didn't panic. She spoke once clearly, simply, without anger. Truth didn't shout. It stood. By the end of the week, evidence surfaced. Control collapsed under light. Julian kept his position. Elena regained her independence. Months later, Elena stood in her own apartment, budgeting quietly, rebuilding patiently. She wasn't rescued, she was restored. And she carried one truth forward. Freedom begins when you choose clarity over fear, dignity over silence.